In the book of Hosea, in chapter 1, we see this man, Hosea, a prophet of the Lord. He comes up, and the word of the Lord comes to him in this chapter 1. And what God tells him in verse 2 is, when the Lord began to speak by Hosea, the Lord said to Hosea, "Go, take yourself a wife of harlotry and children of harlotry, for the land has committed great harlotry by departing from the Lord." And what that word harlotry means is a prostitute, a wife, a woman of prostitution, a woman who's going to commit adultery. And this specific word's coming out of the New King James Version in the Bible. But what's crazy about this is, you may wonder, why would God tell Hosea to go marry a woman that is a prostitute? Well, what I want to point out is Hosea went on to have 3 different kids with this woman, and God was symbolically showing through these different kids messages to the people of Israel. Like the first kid's name was Jezreel, which symbolically his name means God will scatter, and it talks about how he will avenge the bloodshed of Jezreel on the house of Jehu, which was the kingship at the time in Israel. Jehu was a king of Israel. But the point behind it all, God told Hosea to do something crazy, to marry a prostitute, to symbolically show Israel's spiritual adultery, which means their unfaithfulness to God, And the consequences of this spiritual adultery were severe. Their unfaithfulness brought about God saying that he's no longer going to have mercy on Israel, and they're no longer going to be his people. But what we see in the Bible oftentimes is, when there is judgment from the Lord, there is redemption, and there is sort of a hope presented. And so in these last 2 verses, God promises to restore and bring back the people of Judah and Israel, because at this time Israel was separated into 2 different kingdoms. He's going to bring them back together, and they will be united. They will have one head, which is one king. And many people look at this as Messiah prophecy, which it probably is. But it's just amazing to see how, in spite of the judgment that God presents to us, there is hope. There is promise of restoration. There is hope for the faithful. There is hope for the people that are wanting to follow God.